Hello, this is Charis, and happy to have you join us here today. And could you just say hi to us and give everyone a quick intro?
Okay. Hello, Phone and I communities. I'm Wish, and currently the co-founder and CEO of Pharos. And Pharos, we are a new layer one building for RealFi, which is connecting Web 2 and Web 3 to bring this real asset and real values on the chain.
Yeah. So the first question is, with the mainnet coming up in the 2026 Q1, let's start simple. How are you thinking about bootstrapping initial RWA liquidity, and what makes Pharos attractive for institutional issuers compared to other RWA layer ones?
Yeah, so to bootstrap, I think for all the RWA, I think the key point is all about the asset, how we can bring the most valuable, most highly rated and premium asset on chain that can be accessed by user. So we have prepared quite a huge of the pipeline for the asset from the most trustworthy issuers across the global to be on Pharos, and they are going to bring this really secure but high yield product and asset to be accessed by users. I think that will boost the Pharos network, no matter on the TVL or liquidity side, and also attract a lot of users.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially on the Ether side. So you also launched the Pharos Foundation late last year. How do you see governance evolving as you balance institutional compliance with Web3's permissionless nature?
Yeah, so currently for the foundation, as a new layer one, especially we are doing this RWA and business with this TradeFi partners. We need a very strong goal and quite motivation to drive this business. So currently we are setting a roadmap for the foundation. Currently is more, I would say, is more business driven. We have a strong leadership and have a BD team to working with those institutions. And we want to firstly have this ecosystem to be built up, and with the variety of asset and partners can be building on Pharos. And for the next step, we are going to have a more community governance through our validators. And currently, we are trying to onboarding a lot of those validators through this Web2 big institutions. They running those validators. They trying to secure the Pharos network through this mechanism.
Okay, so yeah, and the next question is, you often talk about building an internet of liquidity. Can you break down how your modular architecture and the trustless bridging help reduce fragmentation between TradFi and DeFi?
Yeah, I think it's quite a different things when we're talking about the liquidity of DeFi and TradFi. For TradFi, it's for DeFi, most of the fragmentation is because they are on different chains. There are like over 10,000 of altcoins. They all have their own liquidity, so that can greatly eroding the unified liquidity for users. But for TradFi, I think the liquidity in Web2 is super deep, and the work right now is how we can bring those liquidity on chain to be provided by the users. So currently we have several ways to do that. Firstly, through the asset issuers. Most of those assets are issued by those financial institutions. They will have own liquidities. We are trying to build the infrastructures, the on-chain, the on-ramp, off-ramp, and also the custodian, all those things they can use easily, can bring the existing liquidity on-chain. And the second part is about we also need market makers. We need market makers providing the credit line, providing some of the bridge loan for some of the asset, and they are going to bridge, meet the gaps between the Web 2 and the Web 3 requirement on the liquidity. And the third part is all about how we can have more asset and users. Because if we only have one asset, the liquidity is definitely limited. But if we have more and more asset and also more investors, especially investors, are holding and trading those assets on chain, the liquidity will be larger. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's helpful. And that's end the interview today.
Yeah. Thank you.